Welcome everyone. In this SOLIDWORKS simulation users primer for 3D experience, we will be looking at the analysis of a crank assembly in both SOLIDWORKS and 3D experience. In the previous video we set up the solution and solved it. Now we will look at some of the post-processing options. So let's get started. In the SOLIDWORKS study, once the analysis is complete, by default you will have a contour plot shown. You can edit the definition of that contour plot to change things, such as changing to discrete contours instead of continuous, as well as the deformation scaling. In addition to the plots, there are plot tools in the ribbon which allow for things like section clipping, where you can plot results inside the model by using and moving a section plane. Mesh sectioning is very similar, except instead of a planar cut, it is a selection of the elements. So, for tetrahedral meshes, we see the interior faces of the elements giving a jagged display at the cut region. In addition, you can probe specific values and create an animation of the contour result. In 3D experience, this is similar. Depending on how you solved, you may well immediately be placed into the Results app, Physics Results Explorer. Alternatively, you can use the Results command in the Standard tab, which is pinned to all other tabs, to switch. In both cases, you'll be presented with a default contour plot. For structures, this is typically the von Mises stress plot for the last increment in the last step of the last analysis case solved. For this example, that is the full load on the finite element model with a mesh capture and rigid rear arm. Similar to SOLIDWORKS, you can see this plot as a feature on the feature tree in the results branch for that analysis case. Also similarly, you can right-click on that plot feature and edit the definition. This may be done to change what results are displayed, such as elements instead of nodes, change the scale factor of the deformed model, or show element edges in the contour plot. In addition, there is a legend branch on the feature tree. This can also be edited in order to change min and max, whether contours are smooth or not, and the number of intervals. Here we will set the minimum to 0 and the maximum to 800 megapascals. Both of these can also be done interactively. Left-clicking on the contour plot will bring up a floating toolbar. Within that is the plot options, which is that same plot definition dialog. Double-clicking on the legend will also bring up its definition dialog. In 3D experience, probing values is the default mode. As you mouse over the contour, it will show the value at that location. This is a volatile state. It only shows while the mouse is at that location. You can left-click to fix this so that the annotation remains on the display. You can also control and left-click other points to continue fixing annotated values on the display. If you wish to have tabulated data for the selected points, then this can be done with the Results Query command in the Calculations tab. Change the item to query to nodal or elemental results. Then, as you left-click options on the display, the information for that node or element gets tabulated in this dialog. This tabular data can also be exported to a CSV file for further processing with a spreadsheet. Plot sectioning can be activated by the command in the Display tab, or or by the context toolbar when clicking on the display. The display updates with the cutting plane. There is a robot which can be manipulated by dragging on the axis or rotation indicators to change where the section cut is. There are various options on the context toolbar to control how the cut works, such as whether it will be a planar cut or cylindrical, whether to show the region behind the cut, and whether to also show the cutting plane itself. If you edit the cut, a dialog pops up with more options, including whether the cut should be exact or not. Exact cut uses the plane as the cut option. Turning this off instead determines which elements will be displayed depending on whether they are in front or behind the cut. So this is the equivalent to mesh sectioning in SOLIDWORKS. In this dialog there are also options to create multiple cut surfaces. If we revert to exact cut, choose a spacing of 20 mm, then we can have multiple cuts to show what happens through each of these sections in the analysis. Plot sectioning is a display state. It remains in place even after the command is exited. To revert to the conventional display state, return to the plot sectioning command, and then on the toolbar there is an option to deactivate the cut and close. Up to now, we have only been looking at results from the last increment of the last step of the last analysis case. To change these, we can use the plots dialog. Selecting different rows in the table will change to those iterations within that step. The plot drop-down chooses which of the created plots to show, so we can swap to displacement or plastic strain. Note that each plot has its own setup. So if we change something for one plot and then swap back to another plot, that has its own settings. The step drop-down selects which step within the analysis case to display, changing the iterations table as required. And finally, the analysis case drop-down will change to the other analysis cases in the physics simulation. Rather than switching between different sets of results, we can instead compare them. In the Display tab is Compare Results. This brings up a dialog where we can see 4 visible panes. Here we will delete the extras to just have side-by-side display. In the left pane is the current active set of results. We will click in the right pane to activate that, then find the result we wish to display there. In this case, from the other analysis case. Then drag and drop that onto the right pane. To summarize, post-processing concepts are similar between SOLIDWORKS and 3D experience. Contour plots are the most common aspect, where changing legend contour levels and displacement scaling can be done. Cut and mesh sections are combined in 3D experience, with the toggle between exact being the nature of the cut, geometric or mesh-based. And the results comparison tool can synchronize results across different plots to more easily determine changes. Thank you for your attention.